how frustrating was that? Brighton and Hove Albion 2, Manchester United 1. A first defeat for United. The mood will slump after the win against Fulham last week. The poor form in the last 2 or 3 years against Brighton continues. And it's just frustrating because there are points dropped there. But it wasn't a terrible performance. Manchester United did quite a lot, which I won't say impressed me, but which was pleasing. The team were harder to play against, I think, than last season. You're not seeing teams slice through United's midfield like you were seeing last season. There was more control there. There was more stability. And in the first half, I thought United played okay. I thought they pressed well, had very good chances, should have scored. You know, this video would be completely different if Manchester United would have taken the chances, and could have nearly been like that against Fulham last week. But Amad missed a really, really good chance, and the 2 goals United conceded were awful, really, really poor. So yeah, it's going to be a pretty flat week now, unfortunately, and United's poor away form. I mean, before Brighton at the end of last season away, United had not won the previous 5, so started off this season with a defeat as well. So I'm going to do the match ratings. Thousands of households have already reduced their energy bills with free ECO upgrades with Improve Easy, who help support United We Stand. You can access a range of energy saving solutions, including a brand new boiler, solar panels, air source heat pump, and insulation for your walls, roof and loft for absolutely free. There's government funds available. Are you wondering if you qualify? Well, if you live within 80 miles of Manchester and you receive benefits, have a household income of under 31k, or have a health issue, you could and should be eligible. Ready to check if you qualify? Click the link in the description. It takes just 30 seconds. Several readers have already said they've done that this season. They do qualify. And don't miss out. Improve your home, cut the bills, and make a positive impact on the environment. Anana, 6. A lot of 6s today. Super ball out to Diallo in the first half, which was show what can be done. His distribution can be brilliant, although it wasn't as good in the second half. They conceded Welbeck's 6th goal against United in 16 games. That's Danny Welbeck, a Manchester lad, a United fan. One of them days. Diallo, 6. He put a brilliant cross into Amad after 11 minutes. That was from the Onana long ball. He made a clearance off the line after 51 minutes. But where was United's left back for Brighton's winner? All the players rushed forward, leaving not 1 but 3 players unmarked at the back. It was really poor positional stuff from Manchester United. I'm not just putting it on Diallo, but left back remains an issue. He's really good going forward. He was very impressive in the first half against a team who can be very dangerous on the right. 6, Maguire, 6. I know he'll get criticised, but I don't think he had a bad game. I'm not just slumping into win equals all's good and lose equals all is bad. He did leave a ball, though, for Brighton's first goal, the Welbeck goal. It was a very good ball. And I think he plays a part in that mix-up, and Martinez as well. Martinez, he's 5'6", read the ball wrong, which let Brighton in towards goal. He got absolutely hammered by Van Heckler. I was worried he wasn't going to get up because of his injuries, but he did get back up. Yeah, I think he's still getting back up to speed. We're not seeing him at his best, but he's been out for a long time. I still think he'll need a few more matches, and I think you could say that about a lot of players. Mazraoui, not as impressive as last week, but I thought he had a good game on the right. A very important interception after 24 minutes as the ball was going towards Mitoma, who's been Brighton's most dangerous player in the last couple of games. And he was up against Mitoma. There was confusion around Welbeck's opener, so another, because the ball came over. And there was a big space behind Harry Maguire, where the right back's supposed to be. So not good. Casemiro, 5, headed the ball over after 23 minutes. Lifted a shot over after 66 minutes. It's not rugby. Keep the ball down. That said, he did have a shot on the floor after 90 minutes. I'm not giving up on him because I think he's come back looking more impressive than last season. And the midfield were not giving up the chances, which really frustrated Casemiro last season because he had all that space about him. So there's definitely more compactness there, more organisation. And Mainu, another 5-6 player. He's started now the last 25 Premier League games. Hit a lovely ball to Casemiro on 23, was booked after 77. Bruno Fernandes, 6-7. Rightly took issue with the referee after Veltman had handled the ball and got away with it. A couple more nice balls down the left. Did that last week against Fulham. Then he came off, which seemed a bit odd. The best thing he did was he was integral to what United thought was the second goal. And he pushed the ball forward, but then he made a really good run, which allowed him to push the ball across. And then the ball came back in via Garnacho, and we thought it was a goal, and we celebrated like it was a goal. But it wasn't. Bit odd that it came off. Mason Mount, 6, lively. He pressed, he helped force Brighton into an early cheap corner. He was tidy with Bruno on the left. There was a lovely move where he had a shot on target, but it was offside. So I realise he's not scoring and he's not assisting, but I've still been encouraged by what I've been seeing with Mason Mount. But then that 6 out of 10 needs to become an 8 out of 10. Amad, 6, but pretty poor in the first half. He should have hit the target after 11 minutes. There's that lovely Diallo cross. But then, and also he played a pass backwards when it was 3 against 2. Maybe he feared that Marcus Rashford was going to be offside, which he probably would have been. But then Amad got the equaliser. He was outside on the right. He cut him from the left. And it was a really good goal. He celebrated by pointing to the sky because he lost his stepmother the day before the game. So condolences to Amad. The fact that he was in any frame of mind to play a game the day after a death says something about his character. So he's missing chances, but he was also exciting on the ball in a side that is not the most exciting at the moment, a side without forwards. Rashford, 5, put the ball in on 33, in the net, that is, but was offside. Keep saying it about this team, don't I? It's like Chicharito's back. It was a very good save from Brighton's goalkeeper, though, before that. He never stopped running, yet it also seems sensible to bring him off. He's not quite having the impact that he could have when he's at his best. And I think he might be one who is worried about keeping his place in the starting lineup. I'm not going to hammer him. I'm not going to hammer any of them because it's still very early on. And I don't think any of them had a stinker. Sub Xerxes came on from Mount at half-time. United needed a forward player because the chances were being created. Nice ball back towards Fernandes. But his knee cost United a goal. The second goal. So frustrating to see that. And it had shadow echoes of, remember Arsenal away last September? Almost won a game with an offside and then ended up losing. Garnacho, 7, probably the brightest, and I think he'll feature very prominently this season. Came on for Rashford after 64. He'd started in the last 38 games last season, but sub in the first 2 this. Thought he'd scored, but then the pain of the offside. De Ligt came on for Maguire after 78. He looked fine when he came on. The defence didn't look fine when he conceded that second goal, and he was part of that, mind. McTominay, 6, might even be his last performance for United. But I thought he was positive. He came on for Bruno. He had a volley blocked almost immediately after 90 minutes. It was a lovely takedown as well. Anthony came on after 89, a last throw of the dice. Did 1 cut back. He had to do better to win a ball before Brighton's winner. He was a bit light in his challenge. That was frustrating. That was really frustrating. So 2-1. I just a bit gutted actually. Because not got a game midweek to get it back on track. Then it's Liverpool next weekend, but that's like 8 days away. And Liverpool are obviously decent. So it's frustrating. I can see merit from some of the play today, though. This team are going to lose more matches. We do have to be patient. It's just frustrating because because I don't think Brighton deserved to win. I know they did win, but I thought if United would have won, that would have been as fair as Brighton winning. What I'm saying is a draw was probably the best result. But for large parts, United were the better side, but then Brighton looked dominant as well at times. So yeah, sorry about this. What can we do? Hope that things improve. I think they will. But it was a strong side he put out. And first 20 minutes, I was encouraged by it. Them chances would have gone on, you're like, very clear plan A. But I'm talking after a defeat. And that's a real shame.